everybody. My name is Johnny Holiday. There's probably 5 of you that don't know me. The ones I didn't pay. Anyway, the reason why I'm here is because Burbank has been like a second home to me with many of my friends. It was in Los Angeles in 1969 at Lakeside that my uncle, Bing Crosby, introduced me to Lawrence Welk, and I made my debut on the Lawrence Welk Show on September 16th, 1969. But I'm only 32. And I want to wish you all a Merry, Merry Christmas. I just came down here from my home, and before we begin tonight's program, they've given me an awful lot of work to do. And, you know, when you have been singing for 52 years, I want you to know that the people behind me are some of the best. I want you to first know this fella, he started when he was 17 on the Steve Allen Show, and then for 27 years, he was Dinah Shore's music director on television. Emmy winner, Mr. John Rodby. He has played for Sinatra, and he played for my Uncle Bing. He could hear your voice, and he knew your key. Does anyone remember Bing Crosby besides the Christmas? He charted 396 times, and no one will ever beat that number. That's something I'm very proud of. And he also would have appreciated this man because he's the finest jazz guitarist who's played for Julie Andrews and just about everybody, John Reynolds. Now, normally, they have cue cards for me, but I have to read this, and I'm doing a little trombone, so you're going to have to forgive me. Because, see, this all is happening. You wonder how this is happening, and I'm not being paid, okay? So if you want a photograph or an 8-track recording of mine from 1986, I'll be down on the corner in a van. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin tonight, we do have to say a few things because we want to thank our friends at the American Cancer Society who will be here tonight. You know, they're out in the crowd handing out information, and I owe them a great deal of thanks because the American Cancer Society has made great strides in their research to do their best to defeat cancer, and they have done a lot of great research, and I'm one of the people that has benefited from their efforts. So God bless the American Cancer Society and their staff and volunteers. I also want to take a moment and let all of you know that tonight would not be happening if it were not for the City of Burbank, which is you. But it's also your, and this is big, I got to read some really long words now, the City of Burbank's Public Information Office, the Public Works Department, the Police and the Fire Departments, and the Parks and Recreation Department. And ladies and gentlemen, you know, Lakeside is a very special place to me because I worked for the Walt Disney Company, I worked on ABC, and I've had a wonderful life. And Burbank, if you don't mind me saying, you know, my home is Carmel, and you know where that is up north? But the people in Burbank tonight are going to light with the mayor your Christmas tree. And I want to tell you something about Burbank, because I've been coming here since before NBC. Are they even here anymore? No. Anyway, you see that tree? They're going to light that tonight. You know what I like about Burbank? Right, it reminds me of my home in Carmel. Just look to your left and your right. You have people who live here. This isn't a city. This isn't a town. It's a community. I know the good works at the YMCA, the Boys and Girls Clubs, the Kiwanians, of course, who I love very much. They do so much good work. But I think of this tree. It's got this big stalk in the center, and then there's all these branches. Well, those branches and those needles represent the very diverse crowd that's here tonight. We have people, perhaps of different faiths, speak different languages, maybe different ethnicities, but we're all together. And that's what makes Burbank a community and what makes this a wonderful place to be, and why I came here specifically to say that to you, because I love Burbank. Your mayor, who eats out every night for some reason, you ever look at his Instagram? He's constantly eating. You know, I cannot, Laura has nothing to do. Just go eat. I eat a lot, as you can tell. But anyway, when I think of home, I think of a song my Uncle Ben did in October, I think it was 1943, and it was one that our troops like very much. And John Reynolds is going to play for you. I hope you'll indulge me. I must say, I may be Johnny Holiday, but tonight I'm going to be freezing rusty pipes. I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dream. Join me. I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Come on, join me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree for you and me. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light beams. I'll be home for Christmas. Real pretty now. If only in my dreams. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're very kind. And ladies and gentlemen, I also want to say something. After all this nonsense up here, Santa Claus is going to be here. And I want the little ones to hear this because I had to explain this to my kids. You don't know this probably. See, Santa Claus doesn't need to have a chimney to get into your house, you see. Santa has the ability, this is true, I got this from an elf. Santa can walk right through a door and he will eat his cookie, he will drink the milk, give the carrots to the reindeer, and he will leave you presents or cash, depending on your situation. So if you don't have a fireplace with a chimney, don't worry, kids. Santa will be at your house, and he will be here tonight with Mrs. Claus. And you are all going to be invited to not only meet Santa, but he'll tell you who's going to win the Pick Six at Santa Anita when the new season starts. I also want to say hello to my friends in the armed forces, particularly my friends at the Bob Hope USO and Los Angeles Airport. You know, I have so many friends who serve our country, and tonight you're going to be able to sign a card or a letter, if you'd like, to send to one of our troops overseas. And now, ladies and gentlemen, and that's important, we should all do that. We should all chip in for that 1% that's keeping us safe. Remember, if it wasn't for them, forget your First Amendment. It's our military that keeps this country free. All right? And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for something I think you're going to get a real kick out of. I saw them earlier. Now, I've been in this business for 52 years, and not since the Rockettes have I seen anything quite like Generation DCD Mini Muffin Performance Dance Team, the Jingle Bell Rock.
fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chiming, jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. A jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle in the jingling beat. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chiming, jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. A mix and a mingle and a jingling beat. That's the Jingle Bell, that's the Jingle Bell, that's the Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell
Wonderful, wonderful girls. Aren't they marvelous? Give me some sound. Very good, young ladies. My goodness. These mini muffins are adorable, aren't they? Thank you, girls. You're terrific. We really enjoyed that. Marvelous. Thank them again. Aren't they terrific? What troopers. What cuties, huh? My daughter was that age. We chained her to a radiator until she was 21. I never trusted boys. They must be freezing. Thank God Child Protective Services isn't here tonight. But there are some important people here, one of whom I've had the pleasure of knowing for many years, probably 8. I tell you, you have probably one of the finest ambassadors for your wonderful community. And the day I met him at Lakeside for a Kiwanis event, in fact, I was there because Debbie Reynolds, who was Miss Burbank in 1948, I think. I've known Debbie. I used to open for Debbie, and we worked together in Vegas and New York and various places, and we had a lot of fun together. And Debbie, God bless her, she was really an amazing lady, and she could smoke 2 packs of cigarettes in an hour and drink a bottle of wine and still sing, dance, and tell you what it was like to be married to Eddie Fisher. And she never forgave me for opening for Eddie many years ago. He had a terrible time, but a great guy in a weird sort of way. Here's a man who has really opened Burbank to me, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. I consider him a friend. He's the best ambassador you have. Your mayor, Bob Frutos, right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Johnny. How's everybody doing? I mean, I'm looking and I'm seeing some very beautiful people in the great city of Burbank. Give yourselves a hand. You guys are awesome. Across the street, everybody's here. We're here for a great evening, but most important, we are here as a community. What Johnny talked about, the tree, it is our symbol. It is us coming together as people, because we are coming out of this pandemic, but we, the people of Burbank, are so happy to get our lives back, are so happy to be out and about, and it's the holiday season. The Burbank Bridge is open. We're not split up as a city. We have a lot to be thankful. Johnny, you are awesome. You never hesitated to be the MC tonight.
I didn't know it was going to be this cold.
Really?
No, but I'm actually honored to be here, because everything you have just said about the tree, the people, the love in this city for each other, the support that you all show for each other. A lot of towns have not done well in these times, but you have kept it together. And I think you have a great city council, you have a great chief of police, great police department, great firefighters, great school teachers. What else could you ask for, Mayor? And you're a great guy.
But Johnny Holiday's in the house. Okay, let's meet the terrific council members that make this city run, that make the policy decisions that helps us, the people, to live better. Our Vice Mayor, Jess Telemontes. He needs a little love. Give him a loud round of applause. All right. Former Mayor and current City Council member, Sharon Springer. Council member Anthony Constantine. Actually, it's Constantine Anthony. I got his name wrong again. Sorry, colleague. And council member Nick Schultz. Give it up for Nick. Now, we are very blessed in this city because we, the 5 members on council, work hard day in and day out. Some of us have full-time jobs, some of us are retired. But at the end of the day, every single council member works extremely hard. After their day at work, you know, they're meeting with community members, they're studying up for the Tuesday night council meeting. If you ever watch the council meeting, sometimes we go to Old Dark 30. But we couldn't be this fortunate if we didn't have a senator that's really intimate with what's going on in the city of Burbank. I'd like to introduce our state senator, Senator Anthony Portantino. Every time I see our honorable senator, I can't help it. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly oh. Hi, Senator. How you doing?
Mr. Mayor, it's great to be here. Happy holidays, everybody. This is awesome.
And I believe you have something special for the people of Burbank?
I do. I have 2 things special. For all the kids out there, look at my hat. Frosty, I went up the Angeles Crest Highway today, and Frosty came out of the forest, and he loaned me his magic hat just so I could take it to Burbank. And so this is Frosty's magic hat, and I got to get it back tonight before the sun comes up so Frosty can go back up into the cold section. So Frosty wanted to be here as well to celebrate the tree lighting. And how about Johnny? Let's give it up for Johnny. I mean, that's just, you know, awesome to have you here. And I love the City Council. Let's give a big round of applause for the mayor and the City Council and all of the staff that run this wonderful city. I'm blessed. I tell my colleagues in Sacramento I have the best district in the state of California. They get mad at me, and I just say I'm an honest politician because this is a great city, and I have the best district. But I also wanted to commemorate the 110th. By the way, I am a Kiwanian, so I got to give a shout out to Kiwanis. You know, Rotary's okay, but Kiwanis rocks. So I wanted to make sure that we commemorate the City of Burbank on its 110th anniversary of incorporation. So I have an official Senate proclamation that I want to present to the mayor. I'm not going to read it to you, so don't worry. But I did want to present, and I'm just going to read the last line. Resolved by Senator Anthony Portantino that I take great pleasure in congratulating and commending the City of Burbank upon its 110th anniversary of incorporation. And I applaud this wonderful city and everybody who lives here, who makes it special and works here. God bless, and happy holidays, everybody.
Take a picture of
Everybody, come on. Okay. Everybody get in the picture. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And happy holidays, everybody.
Okay, thank you, council. Thank you, thank you. Okay, who are we here to see? Okay, I want to hear it loud. Santa, Santa, Santa. Where is Santa? Where is Santa? I heard he's on his way, but we want to welcome Santa.
He's not here yet.
Oh, his sled hasn't arrived?
No, it's later.
It's later.
Yeah.
Jumpin' Jiminy Crickets. We want to see Santa.
He's just leaving Fullerton.
Okay, he's just leaving Fullerton via the 91 to the 5. Very fast. All right. Well,
it's time for me to sing.
I just been told by the MC. Oops. Mayor's error, mayor's error.
All right, you're fine. Listen, if you want to do the number yourself, I don't really care. I'm not getting paid. All right, now before you go, Mayor, I want you to know something seriously, and I really mean this for the Kiwanis Club particularly, because you really have a wonderful Kiwanis Club. I was a member of the Monterey Kiwanis Club, and then I did join Rotary because I thought they'd give me a pen and pencil set when I graduated from high school. But I want to tell you, you have always shown me so much kindness, so much courtesy. You really sum up what this is all about. Remember, Christmas lives every day in your heart. And when you live in a great community, a great place to raise a family, whether you've been here for generations or you just moved here, this is a wonderful place to be. And I want to thank the mayor for inviting me and the fellows to come and bring a little mirth your way, because it means a lot to me. This city has a heart. And I'm just so glad to share this special night and the tree lighting and Santa Claus with you. I want to thank you very much for inviting me. And this goes back to August. I didn't even know I was going to be alive, so I'm happy to be here, happy to be anywhere. So I'm going to do a tune, and you can go now, Mr. Mayor. I'm union. I have to be on and off like in 10. We're going to do another song called Let It Snow. I think you'll remember this one, because it might. I've never heard this before. Maybe you can help me out, huh? Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. You got that part right. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, but my dear, we're still goodbying. And as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh. Thank you very much, John and John. Now, it is my privilege, and this is a privilege. Many years ago, when I first, I asked them to insert this into tonight's program. This is a surprise, and I know that you may not know this, but I think you do. My Uncle Bing, all the money he made for Silent Night, which he recorded 4 times, he didn't think it was right to profit from the #2 selling single for Christmas. And all the money went to the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, as well as the YMCA. You have, and the Bing Crosby Youth Fund, which created 200 youth centers. We had one in Carmel, one in Monterey, but the tournament, of course, became the AT&T, and many of those youth centers are gone. But thank God for the Boys and Girls Clubs. You have probably, and I've been to hundreds of them throughout the United States, you have, I think, the finest. And I brought something of my own. The city doesn't pay for me, or these men, or anything I give, because I believe in something that Bing said to me. He said, remember to always give back what you've been given. So I want to invite up on the stage, and this really is important, because you know, when kids get out of school, they could get into all kinds of mischief, right? So if we have a place for them to go where they're safe and they can continue their learning and being with their good friends in a safe place like the Boys and Girls Clubs, well, I think that they deserve every dime I can give them. And I've been donating to them for years. And when my birthday comes up next December 13th, they're getting another $2,000 from me. But I got a check for them tonight. So please welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to meet from the board member, Lori Ryan McDonald, the Director of Operations, Marissa Robinson, and the 2021 Youth of the Year, Adrian Casillas.
How are you?
How are you? I'm Marissa.
How do you do? How do you do?
I'm good. How are you?
Now, you are Adrian.
Yes.
You're the ambassador. You're Youth of the Year. All right. Well, you'll have to, can you step over there? All right. And you are? Lori. This is Lori, everybody. Now, listen, I want you to know, where's Mrs. Warren? I'm a bit offended. She wrote me, and she actually had other things going on. But I want to tell you something. They, in the place they used to be, had all these kids in a sign language program. Can you imagine what it was like for me the first time I saw a lady learn how to sign language with her own daughter? Can you imagine what that must be like emotionally, that you're finally communicating with your child in a different way? A lot of our kids, you know, we have all kinds of issues and things that we have to deal with. The Boys and Girls Clubs does a lot of good. I love them. I think they're a blessing to this community. And so I brought along a little bit of green, and I hope you'll give this to everybody. And this is the first of 2 checks for the month of December for the Boys and Girls Clubs. And I just want to thank you for the great work you do, because you keep kids like me off the streets. See, I'd be at Bullock's Wilshire otherwise. Thank you. Now, let me ask Adrian. Adrian, you were selected as Youth of the Year, or some. What is that? Is that correct? Right. So, tell me, you speak, what languages do you speak?
English, ASL, Spanish, kind of.
Okay. Now, so do you know how to sign?
Yes.
You know how to sign?
Yes.
Well, I think that is so commendable. And are you a student at school here?
Oh, yes.
Where do you go to school?
Burbank High.
Very good. What grade are you in?
Sophomore.
You're a sophomore. And what are your long-term plans?
I want to go to college.
Yeah? Well, hold my microphone. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I'm an only child.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I've got my cheap wallet. Oh, look at that moth. You know what? When they told me about you, I wanted to give you something. So here I got a couple of $50 bills and a $100 bill. And I was going to go buy some Lucky Strikes, but because since the American Cancer Society is here, I will not buy Lucky Strikes. And I just want to give you $200 to say thank you and a Merry Christmas to you. And I want you to buy yourself something. And I want you to also know that that was to pay for the 2 crowns I need. But, you know, I get them at the Piggly Wiggly. They do it right in the back of the frozen food aisle. You don't know what the hell I'm talking about. All right, listen, I just want to wish you good luck, and I hope that you will continue to do what you can to help other kids like yourself. The Boys and Girls Club is important. So when you get older and you start making a little bit of cabbage, don't forget to donate to the Boys and Girls Club of Burbank and the Greater East Valley, all right? Pleasure to meet you. Good luck to you. All right, be a good boy. Thank you very much. And thank you so very much. Nice to see you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I had to do that because there's a sign language program. I know people in this town. I live on the west side. There's a ton of money. I don't understand why the Boys and Girls Club has the only program for sign language that they don't turn people away. And yet, all the money that's in this city, and they're the only ones that are providing it at no charge. I think they're amazing. And here they are, one more time, because they're amazing. I want to bring back, and they have such a long name, and I think it's appropriate I say it properly, Generation DCD Mini Muffin Performance Dancers. They're going to do a song, Got to Get a Tree. Here, I'll take it. Here they are, the Mini Muffins. They're going to get a tree.
Got
Thank you, girls. Wonderful, wonderful. This is Generation DCD Mini Muffins. There they are. Aren't they wonderful? Now, ladies and gentlemen, they are so cute. And I want to congratulate the ladies that trained them and dressed them and put them together. They're just adorable, aren't they? You know, years ago, I used to work with children on an act because, you see, no one would ever boo when there were little ones on the stage, and it saved my career many times. Now, in just a moment, your mayor is going to interrupt my song because Santa is coming to town. See, he's going to be here. That's a cue, guys. Wake up. So you better watch out. You know, we talked about this on the phone. So I'm going to do this, and then the mayor's going to come up, and we're going to welcome Mr. Claus and the Misses. Join me with this one. Come on, you know this one. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Gather round. He's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sakes. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout, 'cause come on up here. Santa Claus is coming to town. Now, Bob, any minute, I think Santa's gonna be here. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. What's going on? I think it's the Clauses. Santa, 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 Santa. Come on, there he is. It's Santa Claus. Fantastic. And look, he's with Mrs. Claus. She's wearing a lovely ermine-caped item. I think it looks really nice. I think it's red. It's the Clauses, everyone. Welcome, Santa Claus. Always holly in his heart. It's Santa Claus, everyone. Look at him. There he is, the merry man himself. Here, Mr. Mayor, you take the mic. Welcome, Santa.
Come on, Santa. Welcome, Santa. Say hi, Santa.
Hi, Santa.
Woo! We're so lucky we got Santa. Here he comes. We are so lucky he came down from the North Pole to visit us. Mijo, you want to say hi to Santa?
Hi.
All right. Hi, Santa. Hi, Mrs. Z. Hello, hello. Welcome to Burbank. Oh, how was the flight?
Oh, it was great. 60 miles an hour, right down the 5. Yeah, right.
Well, we're so excited. Oh, my God. Johnny.
Excited to be here.
Santa, I haven't seen you since 1979.
Well, you were about this big?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Knee high to a niblet. Well, it's great to see you, and you brought Mrs. Claus for a change.
Of course.
Not Miss Ecuador. Anyway, it's great to see both of you.
Thank you.
And I know that after tonight's festivities, you're going to go up to your sleigh, aren't you, to meet with the kids? Isn't it great we have Santa Claus here? My gosh. I think it's marvelous. And Santa, you know, we thought you were going to be stuck in Fullerton, but you managed to get here in time. And Mrs. Claus, you look just the same as you did when I last saw you. Yes, because I went to Misfit Island where the broken toys were, if you watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But Santa, I got to tell you, is this Gucci? I mean, seriously, who does your wardrobe? It's fantastic. This is really good.
Adele's of Hollywood.
Well, thank you very much, Santa. But I'm so glad that you decided to give the kids a little thrill. Are you all looking forward to sitting with Santa later and talking to him? Would you like to give him $20? Would you help me out? None of you. No. So, Santa, what's cooking?
Not a whole lot. Just wanted to say, ho, 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 Merry Christmas to everyone out here tonight. Mrs. Claus and I are so excited to be here in Burbank to help with this tree lighting ceremony. The elves have been just so busy making presents for everybody in the town. We would just love to, we have one present that we would love to give to one person, special person tonight. Mr. Mayor, would you please help me pass this present out? Sure. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Johnny, I don't know what you did, but Santa Claus usually brings me a present. I'm just chopped liver, so you must have been a really, really good boy last year. So, 1979, born on a mountaintop in Tennessee. Yes, open it up. See what Santa brought you from the North Pole.
No, because you'll take it back.
No, I won't.
Let's see what Johnny got. Make sure you show it to the audience because they want to know what Santa Claus brought you.
A key to the City of Burbank, presented to Johnny Holiday.
Why don't you present it to the community? Johnny, I met you when I was a brand new puppy dog just elected to the city council. But here's what impressed me about you. When you started raising money for the Boys and Girls Club of the City of Burbank, and you were so passionate, and you kept working and working to help our executive director, Shauna Warren, I was so impressed. And every time I spoke to the Burbank Kiwanians about you, I kept learning how much you are so committed factually, the time and energy to raise funds to help the City of Burbank. There's no other way to say thank you but to acknowledge you. And when I reached out to you, because I really wanted to provide the community with your talent, something special. Has it been special this evening, folks? Now let me tell you, Johnny performs at the Cicada Club.
17th through the 19th. I'll be with my orchestra. We have 12 marvelous musicians, and I've got some marvelous singers and tap dancers and a chorus line. December 17th, 18th, and 19th at the Cicada Club on Olive Street in downtown in the historic Oviatt building. And I hope you'll come down for dancing, a three-course dinner, and a show that my Uncle Bing would have put together if ABC would bring me back.
So,
17th, 18th, and 19th.
this key represents the thank you for the countless lives you touch with your charity work for the greater good of the kids and the people of Burbank. Johnny, we are so honored to give you the key to the city.
I am so honored.
Oh, picture. Johnny, we need a picture.
Gee, I wish my mother was here. This is a big night. Me too. This is really great. No, I got
And
this and this and him.
And you know that the Burbank Kiwanians are just so thankful for your commitment to the club, their literacy group.
They're amazing.
But you know what? It's your show.
All right. I just want to say, with the clauses here and the mayor, this means a great deal to me. And this community means a great deal to me. And I think that this is a very special town. You are all special people. I want all of you to have the most happy holiday, the merriest of Christmases, and let's hope and pray that next year will be a great year where we can continue to have faith, hope, and optimism for better days. And God bless you all here at the city, Kiwanians, and the good people. Thank you for this great tribute. Thank you very, very much. I'm honored. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Claus. This means so much to me.
You're welcome.
Wow. Everybody, now that the mayor has made me blush and I've got the clauses here, you have another thing? What else?
Well, the kids called my office and they demanded that their mayor give something special to Santa. So Santa, on behalf of the children of Burbank, and trust me, if I get an email and a phone call from a youngster, I jump. So on behalf of the children of Burbank, they'd like to give you this Christmas holiday gift.
Thank you, children.
Show it to the kids. It's a brown box. It's a magic brown box.
City of Burbank tumbler.
So when he gets back to the North Pole, hot cocoa.
Hot cocoa. And
But wait,
wait.
There's more, Santa.
she trims my nails way too short.
A miniature Jenga set.
Miniature Jenga, so when he plays with the reindeers, you know Rudolph.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mayor.
You got one more? One more for you, Santa. The kids really wanted to say thank you for coming here. Did you hear that, Santa? They're even yelling at you. Hi, Santa, from the back.
Hello. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. This is awesome.
Now, so when you're calling the reindeer,
Exactly.
and that's a Burbank ruler and pencil for next year's Christmas list for all the good boys and girls.
And a pen.
And a pen so you can take copious notes on what they want for Christmas next year.
Perfect.
Johnny?
We need to light the tree. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that special time. Really is good to see both of you. I'm glad you're here. It means a lot to me. I really want that coat. I'm freezing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time where we're about to light. Are you kidding? I feel like I'm on Let's Make a Deal. Santa, you're better than the Macy's Santa. You must be the real deal. This is him. I'm feeling magical in this coat.
Santa is a great helper.
I think I could fly. No, Santa, take your coat. I feel terrible. I don't want you
like
cold.
James
Yes, but I don't have the clothes or the hair. Now, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is the big moment. This is that moment where His Honor, the only real privilege he gets as mayor, well, that I'm aware of, is that he gets to do with you the countdown, because we have to turn on and light up that Christmas tree, and all those lights are all for you and all your neighbors and all the good people of this marvelous hamlet, Burbank. Mr. Mayor, do you want to start off the countdown?
Council members, are we ready? Woohoo! Okay, in order for this to work, loud countdown, because I can't do it by myself. My council members can't hear that well because we get yelled at on Tuesday nights. But if you guys can yell 10, 9, 8 down, they'll light the tree for us, okay? But you gotta say it loud because they can't hear. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Uh-oh. Vice Mayor, what'd you do? Uh-oh. We have an electrical Whoa! Is that beautiful or what? Look at that. Johnny?
You know what? You know what we should do? Santa, I know that you're going to have to go up there in a minute, but you know what? I know they had me doing a song, and then I'm supposed to talk and do another song. You know what I'd like to do? Since you're all being so patient and it's chilly, and I think you'd like to be up there with Santa. Mr. Mayor, why don't you stay with me, and we'll keep you stay up there, because you're good people, okay? But you can help me with this. Aaron, if you don't mind, I'm going to go right into that number I was going to do. You know, ladies and gentlemen, this is my favorite time of year. Those of you, like myself, parents, you know how magical it is because you remember what it was like when you were a child. And that kind of magic can happen all year long. We just have to keep Christmas in our hearts, like this fella does. This is about family, neighbors. It's not just for the kids, it's for everybody. In 1941, Irving Berlin was out in 42, he was out in La Quinta, and he told his secretary, I think I've just wrote the greatest song of all time. When my uncle saw the song, he said, Irving, I think this one's gonna work. They were making a film called Holiday Inn, and it is still the #1 selling record of all time, in the zillions. When I lived with Bing from about 1972 to his passing in 77, he and my grandmother, his sister, just took care of me and guided me. This is a song he made famous. In fact, so many copies were sent to our troops overseas during World War II that they had to re-record the master because by 1947 it was worn out. It has sold more records than everybody rolled together. And I'd like to do the verse, a chorus, and then I think we should all sing a chorus together. And I'll throw you the lyrics. But John, if we'll do the verse, I think you'll like this verse. I think, he didn't like it, but I kind of like it. Anyway, stay with me. The sun is shining, the grass is green, the orange and palm trees sway. There's never been such a day in Beverly Hills, LA. But it's December the 24th, and I am longing to be up north. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, you know it, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Let's all do it together, really loud, everyone. We're gonna take it again. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. There you go. Just like the ones I used to know. Just like the ones I used to know. Where the treetops glisten. Where the treetops glisten. And children listen. And children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. One more time and with feeling now. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry. May your days be merry and bright. And may all your Christmases, can you do it? Be white. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, and get ready to go meet Santa Claus, everybody. On behalf of the City of Burbank and the Mayor and the Parks and Recreation Commission, I'm Johnny Holiday. Thank you, John Rodby, John Reynolds, and Mayor Bob. God bless you. Thank you so much, and I'm so honored. Thank you, everybody.
John Johnny. Thank you. On behalf of the entire City Council, happy holiday season and looking forward to a great 2022. Thanks for coming. Do not be in a rush to leave. We're going to have a little music, and we'll have Santa up there to take family pictures with the kids. So thanks for being here. Happy holidays, everybody.